You're live. Hello, you're live on air.
Hello?
Hello, you're live.
Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. First name?
My first name?
Oh. How are you? Welcome to the program again.
Yes. Not too bad.
I guess.
Thanks for having me.
Huh?
Yes, thanks for having me again.
And you're always welcome.
Yes.
Your take.
Yesterday I was.
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday I was really, when I heard about the demonstration, I really stepped up to really see what would have, taken place.
Yes.
And I was in shock because when I look and I see Peter Phillips of all person, Peter Phillips in the company of Bunting, Dayton, and all of those risers who rip him apart to reach the top.
Wow.
Rip him apart and take over the party. Mash up PNP party, turn it in a risers, Tapanaris cult organization. Peter Phillips stand up in the midst there, could have hardly contain himself. Like sea turtle. Did they talk about corruption and this and that? Peter Phillips should run when he see the word corruption. PNP should run when they see or hear the word corruption. They should be the last to talk about corruption. And although me can't understand, Dennis Chung work across the board in the two party, PNP
and JLP.
Why under God's hurt? No, you must get up, compete, hear the man in two. Because you not get the chance to put. Because I heard they were planning, as Steve McGregor, they want to give Steve McGregor or Hyman. They want to put in a FID if they should become government.
But the thing about law enforcement is not a must criteria now. It's an R.
No, man, they believe that. They believe that in every organization. Remember, Aluma Asomba tell us they must have a mole in there.
Yes, I remember. She said she put
they must have a mole in there because it is as plain as day. Mr. Thompson, I said it the other day and I will say it again. Where is the $31 million international forensic report that taxpayers pay for? We paid for it. Why can't we see that report?
What I find surprising, PNP is not calling for it. I find that surprising.
No, because PNP is not calling for it. Civil society is not calling for it because it is not in their interest. It is not. What in the report now go help them to hammer home them points. So that is it, So they don't have no interest in it. They don't want to see.
I mean, you spend $31 million on the report and no call.
Right? $31 million.
And the same money was spent on a drill set and accessories. I say big halabaloo.
Thank you very much. The same money was spent on a drill for the hospital.
People. It's a drill set. It's a drill with 159 attachments. Not a drill only. So get the facts out there. That was a drill. Yes. Drill and attachments.
And attachments. And the same PNP, then you see why definitely I could have never as an undecided voter go and vote for the person. I could have never. They stick me up to the core. The same $31 million was spent on a drill sketch. Right. And PNP get up every day campaigning about hospital. And who are dead pan stretch and who are dead pan this and who are dead pan that.
31 million spent on the report and no call. Yes.
What is in this report that the PNP led by the IC don't want the public know? What is in this report?
We need to call for the report to become public because need to call for that to become public because maybe somebody here they don't want anybody to hear or see.
And Mr. Thompson, the risers are so afraid of Dennis Chung?
Good question. Good question. I'm not even sure.
Why is it all of a sudden Dennis Chung become the risers Tapanaris' worst enemy? They don't want to see him none at all. And when I see Peter Bunting come out and attacking Dennis Chung, I said, yes, this is the real risers. They would tear you to pieces to get where they want to go. They would scorch the earth.
You remember that? You remember because your committee? You remember that one?
Yes, yes. I was trying from yesterday to get at least not me, but that I was trying, but the way how to me look like everybody don't want to find out what is this report. You have to going, and it take you so long because to me it's like GP chat load. Everybody want to find out what is in this report.
Right.
And I am saying there is no cry from civil society. We are calling on Jeanette Calder, Carol Nasty, Daniel Archer.
No, that's Carol Narcisse.
Oh, and all of them, Professor Monroe. Professor Monroe, the lamb is so pure, but yet is the most hated man in Grenada. If you turn a Grenada right now and mention Professor Trevor Monroe name, they run you out of Grenada. The way how Grenadian people hate Trevor Monroe, and yet all of a sudden Trevor Monroe is so pure nowadays. He is as pure and white as lily.
I remember from years ago when he formed the party called the WPJ party. That was years ago.
Yes.
Remember from those days, WPJ.
Yes, Trevor Monroe is now talking about integrity.
Yes.
I heard the PNP and the Gleaner were shouting that the CIA report is coming out. And what when being CIA report? Well, the CIA report dropped. PNP nobody want to see it or want to hear about it. Neither do this lady and the over the Gleaner. I don't remember her name right now. But I remember she was one who put out a tweet about wait until May the 18th when the CIA report goes. When them people in the CIA report and see where Trevor Monroe name calling up, DK Duncan, Lambert, Brown and the whole of them, none of them want to see the report anymore. They don't want to hear nothing again about CIA report. They nobody want to see. They abandoned the CIA report.
Wow. Well, all right. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this now. You is Jamaica's undecided voters among the 30 and 41%. Well,
yes.
When you spoke to persons like your peers who you know in your community about the politics, are they those who are undecided? Are they leaning to the JLP or to the PNP?
They're leaning to the JLP.
Wow.
But funny it is, Mr. Thompson, if I tell you this, my husband is a PNP activist.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what my husband said to me? He said to me, "Stay. The wife is the worst I ever see PNP."
Wow.
I don't know what is happening because him say right now, this is not PNP. Him saying that going out here go put it in life at risk. So them your type of somebody we get upset them around the party. Him say right now, we drop me hand until the real PNP come forward because them your type of people here. And no PNP them.
That is the common sentiment right now. The PNP has given way to Rise United.
Yesterday, when they informed my husband about the protest, because listen me, the protest was people from over the 14 parishes. Most of them come from in a Mark Golding constituency.
That's
Riverton Bump. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And God is
and if you and to
prove St. Andrew.
Yes, and to prove that most of them come from those places, look on their face and looking at them out.
Well, I saw them were there and they have no clue,
yes.
no idea why they were there.
And that's why I'm so afraid, because those are the ones that they've gun and ammunition when reaching at their hand. And they're going to step out there and kill everybody because the white man, the British man, say, look here, step up and get wicked from them. Wow. And they don't know what they must step up and get wicked from them, black brothers and sisters for.
Wow.
But remember now, the slave owner said, step up and get wicked from them. Mr. Thompson, I don't know how you see this, but not until Mark Golding can show, say, look here, this is my birth certificate, my born here. Mark Golding don't born here.
I heard that argument over about Mark Golding place of birth. But Mr. Golding kept on saying he was born in Jamaica, went to, I think, Vars Prep, Campion College, and UA and studied overseas. He kept on saying he is a born Jamaican. So
then Mr. Thompson, now, on a serious note, you is a Jamaican born, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me born a Jamaica. You're going to tell me, say, not even one classmate for Mr. Golding can come front and say, look here, we go to school together, or not even nobody at all can come and say, look here, me know this a brother here from him and pick the way and they bring up and down together. Not even one person.
I heard that argument over and I said, I mean, if you went to Campion College, you must have some.
Not even one classmate. Not even one classmate. And you say you go to Campion College.
And that's a co-ed school.
Yeah, how everybody can come up and say, look here, Andrew Onis, we know him, that's why we know him. And here's this other point, Mr. Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Mark Golding wife come from?
That's it. Mark Golding personal life is kind of under the radar, so we don't want to bring family in the politics because they kind of under the radar.
No, but the fact of the matter, Mr. Thompson, I just have to ask because remember, if Mark Golding becomes the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the wife would be our First Lady.
Yes.
Where does this mysterious First Lady would have come from? We have never heard anything about her, never seen nothing about. You can go and Google and you see everything about Juliet Onis pop up. Mm. Where is this mysterious Sandra Golding come from?
Well, like she's a person who that in the public eye. We don't want to bring her in the public because she's not really a public person, so to speak. So we don't want to mess with the man's family. But let's stick with the politics.
Yes. All right. And when I sit and when I look and I keep on saying this over and over again, how Mark Golding cannot show us. Obama did show us the birth certificate. Show me the piece of pink birth certificate. Say, look here, see it here. Me born and grow at that the hospital. They see me piece of whole pink birth certificate here.
Well, my view on that, with the birth, until I see absolute proof that he don't born here, I will say, but I don't have no evidence them don't born here. Because
yes, and the fact of the matter is that I have no evidence neither.
No, somebody show some I-95 farm, but when check it out, it was photoshopped. It was not a real farm, so that disqualified the whole listening scenario. But nobody's able to show any evidence that he's born overseas.
Yes.
It just and again I want to make one thing clear too. Mark Golding is in Jamaica's parliament, right? And
yes.
So to be fair to Mark Golding, is in the parliament legal. Because Jamaican law states that to be in Jamaican parliament, it'll be a citizen of the Commonwealth. Not a Jamaican, no. Citizen of the Commonwealth. So if Mark Golding is born in England, if that is so, is in Jamaican parliament legal. Also, that people don't know, if a Jamaican right now can apply for leave of absence, go to England with a Jamaican passport, and they can test election in England to become member of parliament in England legally.
Yes.
But Jamaica need to know that also. But when it comes to Mark Golding and his place of birth, he say he's born in Jamaica, but to be frank, to be fair, I have no evidence that he's born elsewhere.
And Dougie, the reason why, I'm a sort of doubt. There is so much things that Mark Golding talk about when we check it out, not go so. You understand?
Yes.
So it is not hard for you to say, look here, see my birth certificate here, my born here. Well, I'm born Jamaican.
Well, don't think he showed late with a Jamaican passport that he acquired about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes. So you're going to tell me then and there, you born here. And since of late, must be about 2-3 years, you acquire one Jamaican passport?
Well, he said British citizenship by descent. Because his father...
No, but the fact of the matter is that you didn't tell me you never have none. No, but you did say you never have none.
Wow.
And when pressure take you, you eventually come out. When it squeeze and you could not take it no longer, you come out and say yes.
Yeah, but every time by descent.
I remember Mark Golding sit in an interview and tell the interviewer, say, him go in dry line just like anybody else forget UK visa. And at the time Mark Golding sit down.
I remember that. I remember that argument. But to be frank though, Mark Golding, to me, he speaks some things that when check it out, it don't add up. Like for instance, the Parish Council election last year.
Jesus Christ.
He went on national TV, declared that victory. When in fact the PNP lost the elections.
And until this day, he decides to win Parish Council.
And up until this day, you have some comrades who don't fact check, you know.
I don't know if I should call them comrade or comrades, because Mark Golding call them comrades, and I don't know if it's comrade their name or comrades.
Some people they don't fact check. I saw Mark Golding on TV saying the JLP 117, the PNP 17. So it's the fact that the PNP won the popular vote, the PNP won the election. But the fact is,
popular vote win election. Popular vote only go that way is like
if a division tie, like Kingston tie. KCC tie, you know, but PNP won the popular vote, so they have the right to elect the mayor because it's tie. But the parish council election, it was won by the JLP 7-5.
Yes. And this is a problem,
the PNP won the popular vote in that elections, but the JLP won most of the parish councils. So in fact, the JLP won the elections. And I heard Mark Golding on TV say that the PNP won. Up until this day, I can't understand why he's saying that.
Then can you imagine if a general election is called and it is close by a 31-32?
Well,
or even 30, or even 33. You know, don't jump up and say win and cause chaos and mayhem in the place and step up and get wicked power in here.
I remember he went to Connecticut and said the polls was paid for by some businessmen.
The
poll was commissioned by the RGR group. They commissioned
the poll was commissioned by PNP.
No, some, not all. The last poll they commissioned, they don't release all now because the figures they're not what they were expecting.
Thank you very much, but I'm going to tell you something else.
Let's say Paul Hamilton. Yes, go ahead.
But I am going to tell you this. Where is this very shocking? Last week, not today. Me dey home. Me hear knock outside. When me look out, I saw a gentleman out there.
A poster?
So he said if he can, I never know if he was a poster or not. He said if he can come. So I said yes, and he come. So he come, him introduce himself to me that he's from market research and they are doing. So I said okay, go ahead. And Mr. Thompson, believe me to God, as I sit here, I was shocked. I have to really turn and say to the man, say, wait, the man, you're doing a poll or you're campaigning? Every question, it's about time come.
I heard that. I saw that clip.
Every question.
So, hold on. So, in content, hold on. Give me some example of questions if you can remember them.
Some of the question is, if it's right now, the slogans them from the PNP and their
songs and their party songs.
Yes.
I heard that.
Thank you. Me say, I have to turn one time and say to the young man, say, wait the man. we must have to answer these questions. Him say yes, they need an answer because they have to put in an answer. We say, but these are foolishness. We said them you don't have no anything pertaining to. I think the poll would have been between the two parties. But this is a one-sided poll where you are definitely focusing on the PNP.
What I was told, why that came about, that the PNP did a poll before this one. But,
yes.
But the result of the poll was not what they were expecting. People saying that the poll showed that they're behind the GLP. And
believe that.
And they said what the people want from the PNP is a plan. Not the harp and the standard, but they want to see a PNP plan. And when that came out now, Damian Crawford uploaded a plan to the PNP website. The same plan that Mark Gordon did in Parliament.
Yes.
Uploaded to the PNP website because they said they need a plan. The people want to see a PNP plan. They're not seeing in a plan for the PNP. So the figures is not in the PNP favor. So they come now with this little stupid poll about the time come and the songs and the jingles and
I have never seen a PNP set up.
It is not to be interpreted as Dan Anderson is doing a PNP campaign. PNP are the client, And the question that they ask is what the client wanted to ask.
But if you listen to what I said, I asked the pollster, is this I asked him, is this a campaign? You know what the guy turned and said to me?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the questions, me asked the guy if I could record the questions. He said to me, no. Because no, believe me. Me ready because I wonder what is this. And the guy turned and said to me with all fairness to him, he said to me that, look here, we self-confused. He said, miss, we have nothing to do with this. These are what we get to go. So we are just doing our work.
Yes, the question was set by the client. And the client are the PNP.
Yes.
So that doesn't set the questions, set by the client, and the client is PNP. So that doesn't in a PNP campaign. They are paid to do a poll for the PNP.
But I tell you this, I've been told by by market research, because whenever they know say them are done on this market research, and I've been told by Blue Dot.
Blue Dot that's a different poll.
Yes, so Blue Dot is different from the market research.
Yes, it's two different polls. Yeah, two different polls. Yeah.
Okay, because the Blue Dot now would have been like they are asking you questions on both JLP, PNP.
They ask like questions like which party would you vote for?
Yes.
And which lady I think did a better job? Can I balance it?
Yes.
Can I balance it? Yeah.
Those are the questions that you would have gotten from Blue Dot. And then on there, when Blue Dot asks you questions, then you can pick sense from nonsense. But believe me, most of the questions that market research poll, I was like, get to it for me, because to me see they are trying to twist, they are trying to put something in, but most of everything it's about time come.
Yeah, because it's a PNP commission poll. So the PNP
time come to do this.
That's a PNP commission. Right. The Blue Dot poll now, they're more trying to get a feel of how Jamaica see PNP and JLP and Mark Gordon and Andrew Holness. That's a JLP poll. Instead of JLP poll, it's more like a feel of how Jamaica and see both parties. But this one now is commissioned by the PNP. So the PNP set the questions and yeah.
Because I remember even one of the questions is they are asking about for the PNP leaders, which if we would have preferred for them to go like. If we would like for them to be loud, boisterous, or what? Yes.
What?
If we would prefer them loud, boisterous, or so me say, why would I want somebody to be loud?
You're joking. Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
No, that's a question. They're asking you to ask the leader to be loud, boisterous.
They're all right. All right. The question would be, and then you pick something from it, like,
loud.
How would you how would you choose a PNP leader?
Yeah.
If they are like, I don't remember if they say, but I remember loud, boisterous, calm. Yes, calm, and some other stuff in a head. So I asked the pollster, I said, loud and boisterous from man. Master, where them there go? It's about them the type of something where we really want from leaders. And guess what? I am waiting to see the questions that they are going to pose to the interviewers. They are look out to see where them all put because me ask the man because me didn't really want to record it.
Well, I hope that poll come publicly so we can see the response from the people.
Yes,
and the true feedback from the Jamaican people. As you say, you were one of those who were polled. In that hearsay.
Yes,
you were polled. So this is not second-hand information. You were polled.
No, and the guy said to me, that, Miss, they are rushing us with this poll because we have to send it in by 12 o'clock tonight. Because I was saying to him that my household would have been here for like Monday or Sunday, and because him come about that, and him said to me, say, no, miss, if we have to finish it by 12 o'clock tonight, Saturday, the latest, because they are rushing us, they have to send it in.
But it don't release that now.
No, because the more did they know. Me say,
the more them
Thompson.
Do the check and
this was not a poll. It was something put out definitely to set the narrative to give the PNP
edge.
I don't know. I don't know what they are really thinking.
No, as I said earlier, what's going on in Jamaica now is the battle for the Jamaican people minds. Battle for the minds.
Yes.
Because the PNP want to put a narrative like say Jamaica and corrupted, PNP are suffer, hospital them people are sleep on bench and sleep on floor in the hospital, no beds and those things.
What sense?
And the
what sensible people not buying it?
That's and you always know on the other hand now want to say why Jamaica is now looking up because crime is going down, poverty is going down, unemployment is at record low, that the GDP reduced by a much percentage, so that's the narrative that's what Andrew wants to sell. So it's a bunch for the minds. So
yes, you want
who
to
can get the minds now? Who can get the people
yes.
the mind win the election? That's all it comes down
you want to stick a bit. Coming closer to this election, lots of the undecided that you see there,
mm-hmm.
they are not stupid, you know.
And
they're not stupid.
I said earlier no, that Andrew one is leading in the polls. And many of the undecided is now leading towards JLP. But
we are not stupid.
But it does not necessarily mean they're going to vote JLP on election day.
Thank you very much.
Because
if
you remember 1980, yeah. Michael Mann was more popular than Sierra 1980, you know.
Yes.
And yet still, it lose by a big landslide 1980 to Sierra.
Yes.
And the first in American history, one party got 500,000 votes. That was Sierra 1980. Despite Michael Mann was so popular.
Yes.
So the popularity
you know what?
Don't necessarily translate into votes.
Not. No. But guess what happened again now? Jamaica and its voters are more smarter
than before.
They are more wiser than before. We are watching the great USA. Remember, we are watching the great USA and the last election. You notice Canada. When Canada see what how it happen, you see what they do? We are not stupid.
Yes.
We are not stupid because right now, we are not going to sit and say, boy, everything is perfect. But listen to me. We are at a place where we are on our way.
And what I find kind of surprising in a bit is that despite the poll showing that Andrew Holness is ahead of Mark Golding, the same poll, people are reluctant to say why he deserves a third term.
Yes, because third term in any election, second and third term, it's very hard to come by.
Because after time, people just want a change.
Yes, but you know what? You see, if it wasn't for Mark Golding and his Risers cults, Andrew would have gotten up. Andrew, the PNP would have way ahead in the poll.
That is a popular sentiment among people on the ground.
But we are sitting and wondering and watching and say, wait the man. Then if them in a opposition with them, your type of behavior, what the hell if we give them state power? More or less when we sit and look and we wonder who would be our government ministers.
And when
we look, we not see nothing. That's where we would have choose from. Because all we see is Mark Golding with him bands and skettle them back at him with Dayton Campbell. The big mama will get up and cuss off every. Look at what Dayton Campbell did to Paula Llewellyn.
Oh, yeah.
Look at what Dayton did to Paula Llewellyn. You wonder if Dayton born from a woman.
Well.
Right? Peter Bunting again get up and one type of the desperate. I am so afraid of them and their desperado behavior. They have this desperado behavior like there is this will where the Jamaican people will the country to them, and if them not run the country stand still. When me hear Mark Golding turn up in a hero's circle and I say, him is the one that will lead us in a good governance. Like really, Mark Golding? No, we don't hear nothing about the KSAC where the mayor grill up and jail up taxpayer money for PNP supporters, them and bad man. No, we don't hear a word about it. Mark Golding not say I think Mark Golding said it is okay. Steve McGregor in the PNP office then kept with much Baxter bleaching cream, illegal bleaching cream. We come from war. Not a word from Mark Golding. But yet Mark Golding not talk about integrity. A lot more. So I hope we have the integrity of the only one side. And Mark Golding leading a different type of integrity from the standard. And you know what? You know what? Not one of those righteous civil society group come out and say a word by neither the bleaching cream, neither what happened with the mayor and in grill up and jail up. Not even one of the righteous civil society come out and say a word. None. When Mark Golding disrespect Michelle Charles, not one of them say a word.
And I don't not see one. And I did not see nowhere where Dr. Charles this Fenton Ferguson. I did not see it.
No.
I watched it over and over and tried to see where. Matter of fact,
and I am searching.
She brought him on stage and said you were here at the groundbreaking. And they have like a chit chat about the whole groundbreaking and they have like a nice rapper on stage. I did not see any disrespect meant out to Dr. Ferguson by Dr. Charles. I did not see it.
But Mark Golding have this tendency, Mr. Thompson, I don't know if you're picking it up, to walk and think him above and him better than every Jamaican, him better than we. Because we are from the bowels of the slaves, and Mark Golding believe that in Bakra Master style must still him is above us. That's what Mark Golding believe, and I'm picking it up.
Everything will be decided when Mr. Man
when an election is called.
Call the date. Yes, we'll know exactly where the stands. We know exactly where the stand. Election day.
What I notice and pick up with Mark Golding, I don't know if you're picking it up. There's no function in Jamaica Mark Golding sees fit to attend. He either sick or lame or disfigured. He never can go on. No function, nothing pertaining to Jamaica. Mark Golding don't have no interest in it. At the same time, I remember it was a independent, and Mark Golding left we and the Bahamas. Then, but yet you say you want to run Jamaica, you want to be the leader of Jamaica, but you know even the youth award the other day, the Prime Minister's Youth Award, Mark Golding never see fit to even show up for the young people there. Labour Day, Mark Golding not see fit to even show up for the although me hear that Mark Golding cannot turn up in a sun long or else he start melt. I don't know how true it is.
No, that's like a room. That can't melt. That is going too far.
No, but that's what I heard that he cannot manage his son. And I was wondering yesterday if that is true because I see them with umbrella over and head over Eros Park.
No, man. That was all rain was falling.
Right?
No, there was a slight drizzle.
I would want you to find out from me why there's no events in Jamaica that is of interest to the nation. Him cannot show up.
I'm going to find out. But this part about the poll now, it kind of catch me away because I heard people talk about the poll and the question were so stupid and fool question they might ask.
Mr. Thompson, I have no reason to lie.
No. I know. I believe because I heard it before. But
let me tell you something.
You know who was the actual poster.
Look here.
It's
a Saturday. That's when the guy come and do the poll. Me ask the pollster, I said to him, what kind of question them? And the man said, look at me myself. He said, we ourselves. I wonder, but miss, we get a job to do. And we are just, him say, look here, these are the questions. Me no put none, me no take off none, me no add on any.
And again, I don't want people start to interpret it as Anderson doing a PNP campaign. Anderson is the poster and PNP is the client. That's just
I said to him, you sure somebody from market research going to call me because we need to put these questions to him? Say yes, look out for a call. They're supposed to call you. And I can't wait for them call because I am putting these questions to them. And I am waiting to see when the poll results them come on TV, the question them when me see them put up. Because the same question when they ask me, I them me want to see up on TV. The same time come question them, and them they work with. Because of them they ask me.
Wow.
So you can't ask me about time come and don't put up come time. Time come you ask me about time come me want to see.
So you say every question having the phrase time come.
Every question having time come in somewhere either in the middle, the front, or the back.
And you can't remember often any one question. Often you can't remember even one. Apart from the boisterous and the rare and the calm and the noisy. No.
And that's because really a poor question. I said to the guy, I said, can I record? Because believe me, I saw when I did one record because I did one record if you play. Because fear people not believe me. I did one record if you play.
No, someone posted something online about the question or the question was so stupid. It was posted online. About you like on the party jingle, you like the party song, something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So that poll, the party jingle, the party song.
Yes. They asked about the party jingles, the party song. Which one you like more? Right? They asked you about if it's time, if time come for change. Those are the questions that they asked. So I asked the guy, time come for change to what? Because if suppose I was a labor right then, and you said time come for change, you have to tell me when me change to show me.
Yeah.
Put out your stock. Put out your stock on the table so me can put the two stock together and choose. Nobody can blind my eye and can tell me about time. Because me a married woman, you can't blind and fool me.
And again, no, Jamaica's third parties and making no impact at all. Not one that the third party.
None at all. UIC, I don't know why, but
UIC made a little impact during the COVID-19 era, but after COVID, they and their members had some fallout and running, and the party lose a lot of rounds. The NDM set me never dare move. Stagnant.
I tell you this, you know. I tell you, say my husband look for me and him said to me, look here. Him say, you think we are saying nothing? We not say nothing, you know. We not say nothing because Peter Phillips did Then do it to Peter Phillips and mash we up in a 2020. Him say in a 2020, you know, if we even lose, we would lose so bad. But these are the same men that take we down to tear we down, dismantle the party. Sorry. And them are the same man now. We get up. He said what him sit down and look on is them want to wipe out everybody when it support Peter Phillips. Yeah, load the party with Rise United.
That's a common sentiment going around now among PNP fraction. What are they? You see, your husband is a PNP activist now.
My husband is a PNP activist.
So based on what the feedback you get from him now, it's like you said, less PNP planning to vote for PNP this time around.
So like I tell us the man then call him for the protest.
And say not going.
Him say not going. Him say look here, he say not going. Because him say when look pan and see, it's not that like you wouldn't want to protest. But him say when look pan and see is that Mark Golding led risers. The part where they depend, it is no winning strategy they are on. Because the man say when he look and see what they attack, Dennis, he no call for.
I mean Dennis Strong.
Yes, the man said them for them party at the first one. Me not even didn't say Dennis Strong. I did some of the way I did PNP first. No, employing in a government.
No, it was contracted to head the salaries MSW.
My husband tell me say under Porsche.
Yeah,
under Porsche them. Yes, yeah, that's what my husband tell me. And him say look here. Him say Tobias. That the brother don't know brother where you can push on. He says a brother will hold it on and him don't know if Dennis and neither painting in Liberty. No Dennis going and doing work.
It's and him saying tell them not known.
Yes. Him saying tell them from them because I something with them not planning up. And he saying tell them say look you love him man. Not depend that. Make we do what we are do but love the man. Because you cannot just get up and just start tear down people are going because and the man saying tell them say it just now work and the people them still up on the same part of going.
So they're on this losing trajectory and that I don't want to change.
Yes. Because him say from when them start attack Andrew now when they attack and when he look and he say Andrew popularity in the poll instead of going down the man fly him and say boy look here this we have to go find other way out.
Yeah, but it's shocking to me that the PNP has been on the road for about 2 years now.
4 years now, then they're on the road of one day.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers for the party leader. February 27th, February last year, it was 27%, right?
Yes.
September, it go up to 30.
Yes.
February this year, it come down to 25. I know May it got back to 30. It a fluctuate.
Let me
tell you. Andrew know from last year February, what 37%. It go up to 39. September last year. February this year it comes 37, and it got up to 42%. So despite PNP on the road more, and the numbers keep going up.
You know when my husband tell me say I laugh till I cry when the man said to me say look here. They are trying to see if me can't even like Mark Golding, but boy, it's hard.
No, that's serious.
I laugh till I cry. The man said look here. Instead them are trying to see if they can put the best, but them are trying to see if they can like him, but it just him say just hard.
Jesus.
The man just hard.
That is serious. I mean, if you're a party leader.
Him said most of the time they are trying to, to see if they can just come together for the betterment of the party. But to the head, it just not happen. It just cannot because him said Mark Golding is just like it just cannot.
And it's coming from a party inside a party activist.
Look here, the man. I don't want calling him because no. You understand?
Don't say it's a PNP activist.
Yes.
And a PNP worker.
And they are very
But don't call him name.
Me said the man said to me, saying just sit down and wait on them because he said no said them are gonna lose the election. But he said the reason why Wally more than not come out is that they don't want nobody say at them come starting fighting. why they lost. So they say they not say nothing, they just a kick back and watch because they know where I go come.
This is serious. Right. Wow, this is serious. So
right. Man, so they know where I go come.
Oh, Jamaicans are here though. This is I hope no. When come on, coming from someone.
My husband looked at me and said to me, he said, look here, look on the general secretary. The man not even 40 years old, look on him good. Stress and depression are lick him down because they confused, they don't know where to turn. Because him said the party that this, is that. And it's so cunning, you don't know him move.
Right.
And that's the danger lies ahead.
I think Andrew is playing the polls.
Look here. He said, the man, look here. Mark Golding is no match. He said, Golding is no match for Andrew when Andrew step up the campaign.
Wow, and this comes from a PNP worker. PNP insider.
Look here, my husband, a political activist to PNP.
And he's saying that Andrew is hard, you're going to make a win election.
A man say, look here, man. He say, let me tell you something, man. The same Andrew yesterday. Him say, tell them, you know. Him tell them, say, member say, Asiaga bring Andrew.
Yeah.
And him say, all where you go and then notice, say, not a word from Andrew. You cannot know Andrew next move. And he said, that's the problem.
A matter of fact, Andrew will send a proposal to PJ Patterson and they get a response. He said to Siaga send call him.
All right.
The rest is history.
Right? Because Iman say right now, you know, my husband said to me, my husband said, man, when him look and see we're going over Montego Bay Sunday night, and when he look and he see the people, them get up and shout, Andrew, and the whole place lift, and he see the man just quiet and listen. He remind him of Michael Manley.
Wow. When we see that in Jamaica over there that Andrew Manley sometimes behave like Michael Manley, for true. We say it, you know, right? we keep on saying that over the years.
The man say, man, then shame in a way that sometimes when Mark Golding up in him up because he don't even can pronounce the word them properly.
Andrew's name is Andrew Michael Holness.
He said he don't even, man, he just give it and he just a fumble and he said them a try with him, you know, them a try, but boy, everybody have to just fight for themselves. Because if they don't fight, help up close because and unlike you don't say you have a leader where you can't depend say him okay. You can't tell nobody no way. You know?
Whoa.
Right? You can't tell you no way. You have to just lean for yourself. A dead weight. The people and the party where you see come to listen to me, when me I tell you no dog, me I tell you from inside, me tell you say my husband an activist. Me I tell you from inside. Him know me never in the voting thing. Him not like when me say, if me a vote to Labour. Him not like it because him a say, why that easier? Oh, all of a sudden, why me not just stand home with the tank because me never want whatever. But deep down when me sit down, I don't like people go along with, and as far as when me see, it get me because me I say, these people are operating as if guess what happened? If they don't get to win the election, they are going to mash down Jamaica completely. And then, you know, it start up, because me have to wait there. What is really happening here? Then when you look again, you say, boy, who would farm the government? Who would be the minister of this, minister of that? Who?
Well,
we can't say Angela Brownberg.
Yeah, man. We the current spokespersons. Yeah, man. The current spokespersons will be minister if PNP win the election.
Then don't you wish for? Tell me on God's earth now. We say Angela Brownberg stepping on foreign side to represent us.
She be minister of foreign affairs.
She can't. Yes, and she can't even put herself to the. Come on.
Data and Damon Crawford, Minister of Education.
Lord gosh,
Minister of Education.
No, Tappy. Because nothing cannot go so.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, Minister of Agriculture.
Lord have mercy.
Dr. Alfred Dawes, Minister of Health if PNP win.
Why? Well, the only thing with Alfred Dawes want, and him no want to be MP, you know, he want to be Minister of Health. So, yes.
Julian Robinson,
go again,
Minister of Finance.
You don't never see that a Peter Bunting is Minister of Finance. Well, you don't know older than you. My husband tell me, say. The half have never been told. And he said, Julian, no. Him said, Julian, no exact that Peter Bunting was planning on as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance in Mark Golding-led government. He says Steve McGregor is poised to be Minister of National Security.
Well, because he have a law enforcement background.
He says Steve McGregor is poised for Minister of National Security. Peter Bunting is poised to be Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance.
So what role will Robinson play?
You will see the Julian Robinson at one PNP, remember?
So Peter Bunting is poised to be Minister of Finance and Deputy Prime Minister.
Minister of Finance and Deputy Prime Minister.
If the PNP win.
If the PNP win.
And
Steve McGregor, Minister of National Security. So maybe Julian would be heading to Minister of Education or someplace if they so wish.
Just suppose election call. And the PNP don't win the election, but Peter Bunting win his seat. Could we see a reshuffle of the spokesperson, push out Robinson and put in Bunting as official spokesperson and finance?
It's not that if we could see, that is exactly what is going to happen.
If Bunting win a seat.
Remember, I told you on your program that Peter Bunting is next in line as the henchman
behind
Yes, he is number 2 opposition leader. Mark Golding is a placeholder for Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting is not well likable, and because of that, we don't know if he would have get. But nobody could have stopped Mark Golding from giving him the leader. If you did listen to Simsol session, Simone asked Mark Golding if he lost the election, if he lose, if he would have stepped down. Him say when he reached there, he would cross it. He never said he must stay.
All right. The last Price County election, the argument was if PNP lost the election, that would have serious implication on Mark Golding leadership. But look here now. Suppose him lose the general come when it called with the North September. You feel the PNP might ask for a replacement as party leader?
They would have asked for that, but guess what happened? The way how they set, as what my husband said to me, he said the way how the risers set it up. They set it in a way that if they lost the election and they put up a challenge, the party put up a challenge, you would have more risers to bolster Mark Golding. So they would have this resistance to stand up against the one PNP that would be coming.
But it's a remaining. I remember one time when the campaign for the PNP the show was going on internal. I remember Dayton Campbell saying that he don't want Dr. Phillips to theorize the PNP, meaning the PNP will be there and can't win the election.
Yes, and yes, but what they are doing now is that the bolster, they are bolstering because they know it would be nice. It would be nice for throat. It would be nice for throat, as I tell you. My husband said, I only for PNP in the like Donna Scott Matley and all of them. Take your things so they want Mark Golding, or you think so they're not with him. But they are so afraid. Because they are so afraid of him. Because remember now, and them have the money.
Yeah.
And they set themselves away. The bully, they are this bully. They are this bully. You're talking about the bully of Bunting, Golding, and Campbell. Bully. They are the 3. It's the 3 of them run the party.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Dr. Campbell can win a seat in Westmoreland. That'll be an interesting one. Because he lost so badly in St. Ann.
What my husband is saying to me, he says that the seat in Westmoreland, he said, I must remember that it is a PJ Patterson old seat.
Yeah.
It is a PNP strong seat. He said the swing come towards the Labour Party because this Andrew factor. But him say it is poised for, it's a trope.
So
him saying don't know if going and beating, with a Dayton Campbell, but as a general secretary, Golden is pumping a lot of resource on him. Yes, him say as in right hand in back, he is pumping a lot of resources. Him say when him look, is a lot. He is spending a lot on him, and he's spending a lot of resources on him, and then you have his behind, because him say even the house with Dayton Campbell there up in I think it's a hotel or guest house or whatever. Him said he's having the White House area, and that is where they stay at times. Oh. But him say on the ground, some of the people them concerned and like they are saying, but him don't even live here, and him just only catch this or pretend like what. So the people them in the Westmoreland belt to their, them a bab and wave.
They kind of iffy.
Yes. What should we make of this man? Because if him run from in a wish party and come from there, so get beaten so badly and run from there and come and pretending now and telling us all quality kind of something. But my husband say, again, because it is a Michael Manley.
No, PJ.
All seed. PJ all, yes, PJ seed, any game can play. And the Mark Golden is pushing a lot of resource on him.
All right. So,
because my husband say I right hand, because they are the one where him now are the one where dropping clothes and cuss to Mark Golden and carry on. So Mark Golden is backing him up with a lot of resource. So any game can play. So make we see nothing know.
All right. Well, thanks for your call. Thanks for your contribution as usual.
Not a problem again, man.
Always nice to have you on the program.
Yes, and I am so happy for your space, which is my safe space where I can come and express myself.
Yeah, man. You're always welcome.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, dear. Thanks. All right.
You heard it from one of our esteemed caller here. Yeah, man.